Family is family. Family is the most important and essential cell in every society and the world at large. Family is not just important, it's everything. My name is Sheikh Aremu, and this is Aremu's Family TV. Please, if this is your very first time of watching, please subscribe and make sure you leave your notification bell turned on so you get notified each time we post a new video. On this YouTube channel, we promise to share with you amazing, interesting and inspiring videos of African families living in the nation of Turkey. So in this maiden edition, we take you on a trip to Beylikduzu in Istanbul to meet with the Soetans. It promises to be interesting, so come along with us. Thank you.
Yes, actually my name is Oladipo Abayomi Soetan, and my birth name is Oluwashijibomi. I'm 57 years old. People said I'm old, but yes, I told them I'm old. But sometimes they say, you look very young. I say, come on, don't fool me. I'm an old guy, and that's me.
Good afternoon. I'm Monsurat Abiodun Soetan. I'm married to Mr. Oladipo Abayomi Soetan. I'm going to 53 years. I hail from Oyo State, Nigeria.
What do I do for a living? That's a very good question. When I was in Nigeria, I was doing a different job. When I came to Turkey, I did some very odd job before I got a job as a teacher. Presently, since 1999, I've been teaching, and I'm still a teacher in Turkey. I love what I'm doing, and I'm very happy with the way I'm doing it. And people are really impressed when I talk to people. They really say, wow, where have you been? But thank God, it's God, not me. So far, so good.
Oh, well, presently, I'm a personal shopper. I deal with adult wears, children wears. I help people to buy from Nigeria, US, UK, and I cargo it down to them. But when I first got here, I did babysitter for 3 years. But currently, I'm a personal shopper.
Where did I meet my wife? That was a very long one, a long story. You know, everybody has a childhood life. While I was in Nigeria then, I started my living from Mushiolosha. And after some time, I went to Lagos Island. It was while I was in Lagos Island, a friend of my childhood friend, Wasil, we used to call him Ishan because he carries weight. Probably, I believe he will be seeing this video as well. It was his girlfriend and wife then, through her, that I met my wife. They were studying fashion designing together. The day I saw her, actually, I wasn't expecting to meet her after that. I was so hungry. I only looked at once and I just walked away. Because when I'm hungry, I never look at people's face. I'm just down to the earth. It was after I ate, I now asked my friend's girlfriend, Sumbo, who is that lady that you came with? And she's my friend, okay. And I went to their office at Tafawa Balewa Square. And on that day, actually I didn't went there to go and see her. I wanted to go and collect something from Sumbo on that day. When I pressed the bell, she was the one that came again. That makes the second time we're going to be meeting. Then it was after that that we started saying, okay, why not? I talked to my friend's wife, Sumbo, and thank God today we're together, and we're still together.
Good question. Yeah, the most challenging, I would say, was when I first got here. He came here in 1997. And we joined him 2015. And someone that you have left for that long time, you shouldn't expect to meet that person the way you guys were together as at then. It was like I just got married to my husband again.
My color has changed as well, didn't it?
Not even the color, but the way and manner we used to do then was different entirely.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, this was not the person I got married to. No, like I was just starting to know him the more. There was a time I told him that everything has changed about you, and he said, well, it's the country that changed him, the environment he met himself. And ever since, I'm still trying to, because I will not lie to you, everything changed. Everything changed. Despite the fact that we used to talk on phone when we are staying in Nigeria and he was here, but you can't, that gap, that distance was caused a lot of good things. I will not say bad things, but thank God we are still together today, to the glory of God.
Actually, let me just cut in here. There's always a saying that says when we are a baby, we behave like baby. When you grow up, you tend to change your attitude, your focus, and your perspective. When I was in Nigeria, I was nobody. I learned nothing. And that's why they say experience is the best teacher. If you never experience anything, you never know what you're going to go through. When I got here, firstly, no parents, no brother, no sister, no aunt, no money. I came into this country with just only $120, $150. After some time, the money finished. I was all by myself. I learned through the hard way. And when you don't go through something, you never can say anything about it. When you ask a soldier about a war, if he wasn't at the war, he would never tell you anything. I was a warrior. I fought so many wars in this country. The way I was in Nigeria is that, honestly, she was right. I was just too feeble, Push me and I will fall down. But now nobody can push me down. Nobody. I've always stand by my ground and I will always defend what is defendable. I don't just talk. I defend what is defendable, because when you say, what's this? This is a thumb. You can't call this an index finger. Truth is always very, very bitter. She was right, because the Yomi, Abayomi, Oluwasejibomi she knew then was not the same Abayomi. That's it. It's not that I'm very rigid. It's not even rigid. I'm too flexible. I can swing my side. I can move to the right. I can even jump up. I can even swing, depending on the situation, actually. After she came, my adaptation was I'm a very straightforward person. I face difficulties and I try to look at because every difficulty has both positive side and negative side. I could remember I was teaching a topic one day in the classroom. They say, what is the advantage of stress? When I asked my students, stress is a very bad thing. How can it have an advantage? I said, come on, think. Because stress means there's a problem here. Then there's always a solution to every problem. When you don't have money, what do? You either borrow, you steal, or you ask. If you want to get married, you have to ask somebody, you have to go through somebody, or you have to look for somebody. And when you're out of job, what do? You apply for a job. That is the truth about it. I just face the difficulties and I look at it, okay, what do I need to do? And that's how I approach it. I've never say, oh my God, I'm going to die. No, I never die. I face it and I look for solution, because every problem has a solution.
Oh, very good question. Definitely, people came. At least people that I knew even before I met him. And they are like, you couldn't get to you have gotten married, and now your husband is not around. And they can use that as an opportunity. But one thing I always tell myself was, what if I do this and I got caught? What will I say? So once I have that at the back of my mind, I just laugh. that my husband, though is not here, but he's here.
In spirit.
In spirit, and I have my children around. I wouldn't want to do something that my children will emulate bad thing through my action or through my deeds. So with that, I console myself that no matter what, distance is not a barrier. One day, we'll meet again. And thank God today, we are together.
Before, I would like to add something to it as well. There's always two ways to marriages: who you are dealing with and what you are passing through. You know, I too, when I was in Nigeria, I know the kind of person she is, so I know how to blend with her. But when I got here, 1997, I will never lie to you, it took me very, very dedication and perseverance before I could hold myself together, because the things I saw could drive me crazy or make me to do wrong thing. I just hold my ground. You know, when you hold your ground, you can move ahead, you can do so many things, you can go places. You just need to hold your ground. She held her ground and I hold mine. When two good heads comes together, they make it a very good ending. I just believe that is what happened. Well, positive and negative, both are there. Let me start with the negative side. Initially, when I came to this country, there was nowhere to go. I couldn't even speak anything about the language. It was terrible. I will never lie. Terrible, terrible, terrible. That is the word, terrible. You know, terrible has two meanings. It's either good or the other bad. The other terrible is what I'm talking about. I found it very difficult to live. I was living, somebody who was living in 3-bedroom apartment in Nigeria and came to Turkey and now be sleeping on the floor. You could try to imagine that, I was totally brought to the ground. But he that is down needs fear alone fall. He that is low, no pride. He that is humble ever shall have God on his side. It was God that kept me up to this stage, and I'm very grateful. The good side is that it was one night I was sleeping, I was totally devastated, and I prayed that night. I said, God, if you're not going to help me out in this nation, just kill me. That was my prayer. I told them, I said, no, I'm done with you. If you're not going to show me the way out of this nation, kill me. That night I had a dream. And the dream was, learn the language 3 times. I heard it. When I opened my eyes, I looked up. And today, I'm very grateful. I won't say I can speak the language, but I can communicate. And I can convince somebody that I'm also here. Look, I'm present.
Well, firstly, I would say, because I was discussing with my family, was it on Christmas Day or on Boxing Day, that, when what I went through in Nigeria, when you go for antenatal, there are things you supposed to know that they teaches us then as a woman what you need to know. But I'm very sad seeing our young ladies nowadays that, even though they go to hospital for antenatal and it's just a regular checkup, they don't really teach them, they don't really know what they need to know or what they should expect. For instance, during your pregnancy, a woman, concerning their breast, because if there are some things they need to do to their breast, their nipple, that will help them to be able to breastfeed freely without pains, but they don't know it. I was telling my family that they don't know it. Some people don't even know how to breastfeed, not to talk of how to carry their baby. or how to change diapers and all these stuff. You know, what do we go to hospital for antenatal? Not a regular checkup, but there are some things, basic things. Thank God for YouTube nowadays. What you don't know, Google it. Go to YouTube, search for it. How to birth baby, how to breastfeed, how to change diapers. If you know all these things ahead of you before giving birth, you will save yourself a lot of things. In abroad, some people are not fortunate to see people to help them. You are on your own. And if you don't know anything, you don't know. If you don't birth your baby very well after childbirth, after delivery, in future, the baby will continue to smell. You'll be wondering what is happening. A thorough birth goes a long way. How to breastfeed? If you don't breastfeed your baby very well, you tend to have a big and large, engorged, you understand? But if you know all these things ahead, it will help you, even without any help from anybody. So I will say that despite it, because here in the hospital here, it's just a general checkup they do for you. But go on YouTube, search for what you need to know. Don't wait for people to come before you do things. Do things on your own.
The things that they can do on their own.
Most of these things they can do on their own. Is it their nipple? Because some nipple goes inside. They are not, they are not pointed. So you need to be drawing all these things. When you are bathing, try to use hot water, pull it out. Massage it. Clean it very well. The tip and the tip of the nipple, very well. Bring it out. Try to be pulling it out. All these things. By the time you give birth, once the breasts start coming out, it will just be, the baby won't find it difficult to suck.
Can the husband be helping as well?
Yes.
How?
Those are the things that
How?
We are told.
Mommy, how? I'm asking.
To be putting it out.
Okay. All right. My advice, vivid and sincere advice to whoever wants to come to abroad as a family. It depends on the way they're going to plan it now. Who is going first? Is it the man or the woman? Actually, I will advise that the man should always go first. One, because manly, physically, psychologically, and emotionally. Not all men are men, actually. There are men that are not men. There are men that carried or wear trousers but are not men. That's what my mother taught me. Not all men that wear trousers are men. There are some that are just, you cannot even to be a man, not to even talk of a man. Now, if a man should go overseas, he's preparing a ground for the family. That's a pace setter. He's going to go through a lot of things. Most especially when I came here, initially, like I said before, I couldn't speak this language. It was a very terrible thing. If any man is going to go anywhere to set up their life overseas, they should think of where they're going first. Is it an English-speaking country? 2, do they have any relatives that they can fall back on? And 3, what are the conditions they'll be going through before things will get normal? When you go to an English-speaking country, you can liaise quickly. You can mingle and get your way through. But when you go to another speaking country, a country where they did not speak English, you are starting from zero. You are starting from, no matter who you are. If you're talented, it's going to take at least 3 years before you can put 1 or 2 things together. My wife has been here since 2015. She could understand some few phrases, but saying the language or, trying to communicate fluently is still not there. Okay, if the man should go first, and mind you, Europe is not a land of that is filled with roses. There are things that you have to go through. And what are the things they go through? Hard labor. Whoever you are in Nigeria, when you come to Europe or when you go to Europe, you're starting all over from zero again. Exactly. I could recollect from experience when I came initially in 1997. There was a lady that was selling condoms to men. Do you know how he does that? My friends, I have a wedu, I have a bono, I have that. I even have the other one if you want to buy. The lady was selling herself because of the situation she found herself. She needs to pay house rent. She needs to pay the utility bills. And she still has to survive. Single-handedly. So if a man can go, at least a man can still withstand. The ones that can hold back himself, that would be better. For me, I think I would advise that a man should go first to prepare the way.
Size 40. I love brown and pink. Size 50.
There is one she loves in Turkish, and there is
Yoruba movie.
I love to listen to the news. I love listening to a documentary about the situation in the country, and also I watch football. My height is 1.92, 93, depending on the situation or the skill. She knows that one very well. She knows that one very well. With the 3, 4 and 3. Okele. Either amala, eba, or banku. Those are my specialty. I don't so much go for rice, blah, 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 blah.
How do I look?
You're looking gorgeous. Look at this one is from Mushiolosha. This one is saying, Mushiolosha, come in. I'm done. Put on your glasses. And let's see how mommy looks.
Okay, so let me take a picture.
Yeah, please do. This is what I came up with. Whether good or bad.
Nobody came up with that in less than 2 minutes.
Yes.
All right, guys. We thank you so much for your patience. We thank you so much for watching till the very end, and it's been a pleasure to be with the Soetan. Daddy, mommy, we are so grateful for giving us the opportunity, for opening your doors to us to come, and we are very grateful. Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
And we hope that when next we'll come,
Anytime.
and you would always open your doors.
Yeah.
Definitely. We can even give you extra key. So you don't need to knock, just put in the
house is
key.
your house. Anytime.
Thank you very much. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And please turn on your notification bell so that each time we post a new video, you are always notified. Thank you for always watching till the end. We really appreciate it.
There should be no partiality. I think my hairstyle is... So everybody, if you're gonna do it, you better do it the way it's supposed to be done, you know. I'm counting on you guys.
Please, in the comment section, tell us who did it best. Is it mommy's style?
Oh, Daddy's style.
Oh, that is good.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, to come your way again, it's been a nice day out with the Soetans family, and we would like you to know that this is a series that will keep on going on. We intend to cover as many families in Istanbul to tell amazing stories of how Africans, Nigerians in particular, have been living, surviving, and doing fantastically well in the nation of Turkey. If you guys love this family, please, I want you to put that in the comment section. Whatever question you have for them, whatever thing you would like to know about their story, or whatever thing you would want to say.